What is up, everybody? What is up? Sorry about that, guys. You know how it is when you have kids, guys. Had to do last duties and try to get everything done, so I'll apologize for that. Can anyone hear me okay? I had some mic problems too. Damn, I'm looking kind of bushy. I need to shave, guys. Holy crap. What's up, fam? What's up, Miss Chronicles? You know what? So what's everybody been doing today? Anything fun? What's up, Justice? Anybody been doing work? What's up, Power Stroke? Bro, I'm still waiting for that invite on NW2. For real. I went actually today. I went to do some stuff. Business day, business busy. Yes, I hear you. I went and done a couple of things today. I went and looked for a new PC, so that was fun. Process of moving. Be my first. For sure. Scuba Sam, what is up, Scuba Sam? Hey, now that I got everybody in here, I want to start off by saying this, guys. Look, Power Stroke, what do you say? I'm a busy guy, man. I'll get to it, I promise. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I went to look for a new PC today. I looked at an Alienware with a 3080 in it, and it, dude, no. I'll just have one built. Let's have one built. Much respect, Bare Bones. Got your back. Thank you. And you guys, I wanted to clear some things up here. Now, whenever I say, last night I got on PBR's channel, not his, in his chat. So yeah, Power Stroke. I actually have a Asus with 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's got two 1080 GTX 1080 Ti X editions in it. It's got Corsair intake. It's liquid cooled, and it's hanging up on my wall. So I actually got a nice computer. I just want one with a bigger graphics card. If I'm gonna spend $1,300, I might as well buy a whole kit, the whole thing. But anyways, I got on his panel. I messaged him and I asked him if he would actually come on my panel, because like I said last night, I had some things I wanted to ask him for CreekSquad, for RedRebel Nation. And it's not to be friends. I don't want to be friends with anybody. I'm a loner, guys, plain and simple, and that's just who I am. I got my community, RedRebel Nation. CreekSquad is my family, not my friends. Okay, I kind of said that wrong, so good thing everybody didn't leave. But listen. So I got on there, and he actually said that he would think about coming on the panel, and for me to ask him some questions. And so yes, it actually did have that. Hold on a second, something weird's happening. So yeah, that's what happened. I'm not on Wi-Fi. My computer saying I'm on Wi-Fi. I ain't on Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired. Anyways, that's what happened. He was supposed to come on here. I don't know if he's going to. He never messaged me today, so that's kind of in the blue, guys. But anyways, moving on from that. What is up, Marty's Art? Power Stroke. Yes, I seen you have a nice computer, Power Stroke, one in your one live or whatever. Or not live, but one of your videos I've done that reaction to. So, yes, so that is cleared. That is out of the water. I never went on his panel last night. I've only been on his panel and got fed to the wolves, plain and simple. So there you go. There's the story, and I'm sticking to it, as they say, I guess. But yes. I've got a few. You're very welcome, Power Stroke. They actually look really nice hanging on your wall. I actually did mine with the bracket, but like I said, I'm wanting something different. I don't know. I'm just one of those guys that needs something different all the time, I guess. I don't know. So it's not like I have the money to do it anyways. I really don't. How I can... Insanity. Yes. You could actually... I'm going to be starting... Guys, I say this all the time. I'm going to be starting, actually, a Instagram. Instagram is your best way. I got a Discord. I think I sent it to Power Stroke. I'm not sure. I've been so busy, guys, trying to do everything and trying to get stuff set up together. I got a green screen I'm gonna be using within the next month or two. So with the whole different graphics on it. So it's all kinds of stuff in the works, guys. So Instagram Insanity, yes. So just bare bones reactions on Instagram. So yes, so PBR is actually supposed to maybe be here. I don't know. If he comes, then hey, I will do what I said I was going to do. Shade Darker, what's up, bro? Yes, Shade Darker. Your channel is what? Almost at 300 right now? You had 28 last night? That's good. That's good. That's what we like to do around here. What is up, Nella? Hey, Nella. See, this is what I love about my community, guys, is nobody argues. The RedRebel Nation, CreekSquad, nobody's arguing in the comments. Everybody gets along, everybody vibes together, and that's the way it should be, guys. So, anyways, I'm going to drop this link, guys, so... All right. Exactly, Power Stroke. That's the way I am. I just if I go to someone's panel, I try to respect it to the most part. You know, if I feel uncomfortable, I just dip. So that's just how I am. Here we go. Here comes the link. Everybody is welcome. You at least got to show your face backstage so I know and wave at me or something. So other than that, you're welcome. We're hoping that PBR makes his way over here. What is up, Shade Darker?
Oh, my boy.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, chilling.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Dude, it's been crazy. It's been crazy today. Hey, Power Stroke, jump on up here too if you like.
Bro.
Hillbilly, what's up? What's up, Hillbilly?
I gotta actually appreciate the fuck out of you. I'll say it again and again and again and again and again. Like, between you and Progressive and fucking Insanity, bro, like,
right.
Come on, man. Like, for real. And I had to jump in panels last night because people were talking all like sorts of shit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to brush my teeth.
And then people were like, I'm gonna actually sub to this dude. Does he have a channel? And then before I knew it, it was like Queen Bee, all of them like was like, oh, I'm fucking with this dude. Bang, bang, bang. I wake up 6 o'clock this morning. I look at my phone. I'm like,
right. Hey, Scuba Sam, show me your face real quick.
I was like, wait a second. I went from like 30.
Oh, there you are.
I went from like 30 subscribers. So
sorry, I had to start 30 for a second.
You're good. You're good. So yeah, you got what do you got now? Almost 300?
I haven't looked, bro. To be honest,
when I just looked, it was like 100 and oh god, there was 100 and like the third. Oh god, I forget now.
Nah, I don't know. The last time I looked, I was at like 207 or some shit.
Okay, maybe it was 296.
You were at 210 right now. So yeah, you went from 20. You went from 28 to 210 in
one night.
Time. Yeah.
God damn. Holy shit. And people have been watching the videos from what I looked
Oh
at.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
You got
goddamn.
like 30. You got like almost 40 on one of them. You had like I think 13 or something. So yeah.
Jesus Christ. Goddamn. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys.
No problem, bro. That's what, like I said, that's what I want to do. Hey, Power Stroke. I'm actually gonna rant you, bro.
Yeah, because like I needed like the actual push to even do anything. Because I was just playing games on Twitch and like I
You
never
make it,
like
they will come.
yeah, facts. Now I understand.
Like I said, that's what I want to do. Is I want to take people. I want to take at least 100 people with me, and
that's fucking dope.
Drop 100 subscriptions to somebody that deserves it to a smaller channel, guys. I remember whenever I'm not huge, guys. I'm not nowhere near what I would like to be, but it's growing, guys. This is 2 months worth of videos and being monetized, and my channel's at this. So, guys, you're doing something right. When you do something right, the haters come in, guys.
I started working on it.
But it helps you as well, because once you get my traction going, people are going to actually see that I'm doing shit on YouTube that I actually fuck with outside of this whole like community. And then it just adds more fucking people. It's going to be great for everyone.
I did name my channel my squad.
Did you? Okay. See, that's one of the most powerful things you could probably do to a YouTube channel is name your community.
Yep, we are the Scuba Sam fam.
I got made fun of at first, guys, for making by some of PBR's Power Stroke. I actually gave you a ranch, bro. So whenever you're in here, there you go. So I actually named mine the RedRebel Nation with the merch and stuff, and made merch out of it and stuff. So the best thing you do, in my opinion, is name your community. And a lot of people does not know, guys. I have a strong background in business, so that is my strong background. I've got upwards of probably 12 years in a business environment.
That's awesome.
I've been managers of 2 different companies. I've been managers over $1 million business in Colorado, as far as like a restaurant goes.
Wow.
Yes, I've been management for quite some time.
So we're not just low IQ here.
No. I got a very strong background in business. Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't go to college for business, guys. I didn't even graduate high school.
I didn't go to college either.
Simple. That's who I am. I tell the truth. So, anyways,
I did graduate.
I didn't graduate high school. I went to 9th grade, but I got every job I ever wanted to have that actually needed a high school diploma. And whenever someone narked me outside, I didn't have one, they didn't care, guys. They was like, he's doing the job and he could do the job just as good as someone with college degree. I worked by top chefs in Colorado.
You don't need a high school diploma to do shit.
Rings, with chef rings on their fingers. So, I mean, guys, I'm very well-rounded when it comes to restaurant business in general, merchandise.
I can tell just by the way you talk, you're very intelligent.
Oh yeah. I try.
Work ethic
I try to be.
and intelligence will bring you to the forefront of anyone else that has been in school for doing something, because they have an opinion. Like when you've been in school and you like think that you know everything, no manager wants to fucking hire you, because they're gonna bend your fucking company in a different direction than a normal person that's going to show up every day, do what they're supposed to do, and leave.
Right.
So,
what is up, Kate Spade?
When you get these young ass kids that come out of school and think they know everything, they don't want to hire those people. They want to hire the people that actually have experience and being out in the actual real world doing shit. They want you to show up for work. These young ass kids, they have no work ethic, bro. I hired a young ass kid at my work. Bro, this motherfucker, he would show up at 10:30 a.m. I say show up between 8:30 and 9.
Dude, my teeth is like part of my like I don't know, dude.
But I feel like this it
wasn't me.
Younger people don't have like the work ethic that older people did. So I'm like, shit's weird. So I mean, I get that younger people can be totally motivated in what the fuck they want to do, but some people, like when they're saying like it's too hard to wash out my cereal bowl, I'm not going to eat cereal anymore, you got a fucking problem.
Right. Yeah. See, all of my jobs has kind of been like I go in and I do it, and they get mad because I'm doing their job better than what they can, and they've been there for like 5 years. Especially when it comes to cooking, guys. When it comes to cooking, even next to chefs, like I said, with rings on their fingers from finishing college, master chefs and everything else. Let's see.
Experience is key.
Happy Valley, I really appreciate that. Thank you for the $10. It means so much to me. Thank you.
I actually just got back into cooking because after my strokes, I couldn't cook. Like my brain went there.
Yeah. See, and that's another thing, guys. I love you guys so much, plain and simple. But anyways, I don't want to get all mushy, but look, whenever I was in a restaurant environment, I've gotten fired for doing a better job than somebody else before many times.
Somebody get their feelings hurt.
I have ADHD, guys, so
Same.
My brain kind of works opposite than someone else's. I could talk about 5 different things in probably 10 minutes and carry on a conversation with 3 different people about those 5 different things. So
that's why when you were like, what do you want your channel to be? And I'm like, I don't know, because my brain's going this way, this way, this way.
But I mean, there's 5 different things, but there's 3 people, so you're thinking about 5 different things. That's how my brain works, guys. I could do about anything, and I always tell my daughter this, guys. Never think you cannot achieve something in your life. Never don't.
Never settle.
Live your dream and dream big, guys. Yeah. I mean, look at some people. Do you think some artists think they'd be at the spot they're at now?
No, hell no.
No.
No,
they don't. You just don't wake up one day and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be a millionaire." It just doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, no, like you look at like actual like rappers from like the worst places ever, and you're like,
yeah,
how the fuck did that happen?
And I'm gonna touch on another subject real quick, guys.
Yeah.
As far as Boozy goes, I heard PBR talk about Boozy.
Why?
And let me tell you something, for a country boy to have a song with Boozy is a statement point. Because Boozy is a boss. That's all there is to it. That's all I need to say.
No, Boozy is the boss.
He is. Yeah, he's a boss. Yes, he's a boss. Plain and simple, he really is.
Yeah, between like him and T.I., I look at them as like actual like holy shit.
Yeah,
like,
I mean that is when I heard that. Sorry, Darker, go ahead.
No, between those 2 people, they're like strong businessmen. They understand how business works, and people might say Boozy's ignorant. Nah, he ain't ignorant. He's just Boozy. Like you can't fault the dude for saying some of the shit that he does, even though it might be like not happy with it. Like most of the community would be like, bro, you're like touching on some shit. But no, it's Boozy. Like
it's Boozy.
Except
you're talking about somebody who, and like Power Stroke said, it's a statement point to a country rap community, and it is. Nobody else is singing "Have a Song with Boozy." Plain and simple, guys.
And I feel the same way about like Young Buck. Young Buck, bro, like Young Buck could do a song with anybody from that neck of the woods and still make a statement.
That neck of the woods. I love that song.
Saying, you know,
I love that song.
So I'm saying like Church could do a song with fucking Young Buck, which I think is already working in the process. So I mean.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow Church, so I mean, I've done reactions
I don't either.
To him.
I don't either, but I saw like a clip. I saw a clip.
Okay. So I mean, if you look at my like YouTube Premium or whatever on my song list, Church is a lot of them, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bigger fan of his capability of being a content creator. So.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, no, I fuck with Church. I just never got like with the community of Church's shit. I fuck with this music. I understand what it is what it is. I don't like fanboy after him. I ain't fucking doing none of that shit. He's just a dope ass artist.
Yeah, he is very much so.
But I'm not from that neck of the woods. To be honest with you, I listen to like New York underground hip hop. I listen to old ass LA underground hip hop, and I listen to, believe it or not, fucking hardcore ass drill ass Chicago music. So
really, Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, I
So,
mean, see, I grew up to like hip hop, but I was in in the country popping like Tupac and
oh yeah.
Ice Cube and all them guys like that. So I mean, you know, whenever
No, but
Bubba Sparks talking about pumping Tupac on the porch, Bubba Sparks said that. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah, facts.
So let's.
But I fuck with like like Run the Jewels and shit, like those people, Killer Mike and LP.
Yeah.
I fucked with that shit before it was Killer Mike and LP. It was just LP, and he had Def Jux record label. So it was like I fuck with like old ass hip hop music. I don't fuck with the new shit. The only reason why I fuck with drill music is because the sampling is, I don't know.
Yeah. So let's change the subject a little bit.
All right, yeah, let's go.
So, did you guys watch my videos today about the Michael Vaughn?
Yeah, I did actually.
So, that woman, what is her name? Sarah? Is that right?
Sarah. Yeah.
Sarah? So
yeah.
Sarah, Stacy's her husband.
Stacy's the husband.
Isn't that weird? You know how much he probably got picked on at school for being named Stacy?
Once I saw a picture of him or a video of him, I was like, he gives me instant creeps.
Right.
I was like,
it's crazy. I mean, but
I can't put together what they did to this boy, though.
What? Okay, so I was reading a little bit. I was watching a little bit of Zab Girl.
Yeah, me too.
Before I got on here, and Zab was talking about how, that she may not have known. But you see, guys, when you watch a video of somebody's, you can only take it so far. I mean, find out the truth before you speak on it. Do all that stuff.
Right.
But I mean, as far as like Michael Vaughn, a little boy, 5 years old, walks out of the house, goes down the road. A guy brings him back to the mailbox. Doesn't drop him off at home. The dad realizes he's gone, runs down the road, drives down the road, and his son's gone, and Michael Vaughn's never seen it. A year and a half later, guys.
Yeah,
that's what it's been.
I have this feeling that they kidnapped him, and they've had him this whole time, and just they were getting too close, so they had to get rid of him.
See, and that's what Zab Girl said, was she thinks it's almost like, and it is almost like this, guys. So I agree 100% with what she's saying here. Does that make it true? No, it does not. But it's thinking outside the box. Everybody has a right to their own opinion.
Yep.
So we go on with this. I believe in one of her videos, you could hear her say something in the background. And it says like the guy says Michael in the background of one of his videos. She's talking on TikTok or whatever, and someone says something you can hear, but you can't make it out. So a lot of people think that they actually had him inside the house and something happened, and then they actually buried him in the backyard. Now, whether that is the truth or not, guys, no one take that and run with it, make a video of it, because we don't know, but it is speculating, and she's already charged.
Yeah.
So it is 100% true that she had something to do with Michael, that little 5-year-old Michael Vaughn. So it's just finding out how it happened, and they actually told on themselves, is what I've heard, is they told on themselves in jail to lessen their sentences.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, neither one of them look very smart to begin with.
No, but the hard thing I have is they're digging up like the neighbor's yard or whatever right now, or they're digging in between like both the houses, right?
Yeah.
So like they're excavating shit. Have you ever dug a hole in the back of your house and put grass over it and tried to make it look normal in a year and a half?
Well, grass will grow in a year and a half.
Will it though?
Yeah.
Depends where you live at, right?
Well, yeah, but it'll grow in a year and a half. The environment that they're in, they can grow a spot of grass in a year and a half, no problem. Now, what goes? I mean,
my thought process is once you bury a body, right? Like, you bury a body, and then ground will slope after that body is buried, even if shit's over it.
Right. But I mean,
So hold on. So when they're excavating all the shit and say that there's like like the shed is where they buried the body around and they haven't found it yet, or found dirt that is different than the dirt that's already dug up, you think that they would find it by now. And if
Right.
there is dogs there on the scene, even if that body's in a plastic bag, that fucking dog's gonna smell that shit. So
well,
I personally think that this is a throw off to throw them off from the case for right now until there's a point, because she can still be charged, like I said, without a body in that state, right? Like,
I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it that much. So I'm not sure of that, but I do know she's already charged.
yeah.
So she's already got a $500,000 bond. So she has to post a $500,000 bond. And the attorney said that if she has that high of a bond, then they know something where that little boy's at. That's the reason why they put the bond that high. So that was another thing said about it.
Nella Bella, what you mean? Explain, please. But I'm just saying, if they have cadaver dogs, they're gonna smell that.
See, the cadaver dogs went in there already. They went in there 2 days ago.
So I feel like nothing is there.
They didn't, but the cops is keeping it such a secret that no one even knows about it. No one even knows. They haven't even said if the cadaver dogs even smelt anything.
Yeah, I just.
But they're not gonna go. They're not gonna go spend the money on an excavator to dig up this yard. So
if they don't have something.
So yes, and the woman and the guy that lives there isn't even the homeowners. Like I said last night, it's one of their parents is the homeowners.
Yeah, you're correct.
And the judge asked her, "Do you have anything at home that's worth anything?" And she basically said, "My whole home." So, guys, not only these people did this to this boy, but there's something else in between this that nobody knows about. And will we ever know what actually happened? The reason why he got there in the backyard. You see what I'm saying? What happened? In the doorbell cam, catching that little girl running up and saying Stacy. Isn't Stacy the dude's name?
The dude's name.
So why is a little girl running up in the middle of night, guys?
It's fucking
pushing
weird.
the doorbell.
Yeah, and who is
weird?
I don't know. If the dogs didn't smell anything, I personally don't think anything is in that backyard.
Right.
But I could be wrong, and I've been wrong before on shit like this.
Yeah, because didn't they not catch any sense at the Gabby Petito case with the dogs?
Oh, they're actually comparing this to most of them murders, guys.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, something doesn't add up. I feel like, is the kid still alive somewhere else? I don't know.
And they couldn't have kids. That's another thing.
I was going to ask that.
They couldn't have kids.
So maybe they tried to keep him.
Yeah. So
cute little blonde-haired boy.
Yeah. So I mean, look at Quentin Simon's mom, Leilani. Leilani said that maybe her son entered someone else's home, and they got blessed with his presence.
Facts. That's the weird shit I'm talking
crazy,
about. Like,
bro.
What do you say shit like that for?
What is the parents even thinking about? Like, seriously, you got blessed with this parent? With this parents?
You're going to tell me that 20-month-old that couldn't even open the door walked into somebody else's home?
Yeah.
What? Get out.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
I have nieces and nephews that I've watched after my whole entire life, and none of this shit would ever happen. Never happen if I was watching them. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, you left your kid, you thought he was playing the Nintendo Switch, and then all of a sudden he ain't there no.
Yeah. You know, and what was it, an hour and a half later? I mean, you guys, and you know what? We could point fingers all we want to, but I mean, the dad probably, guys, have you seen them? Have you seen the parents?
Yeah, they're fucking weird. I don't know.
They're weird, but they seem like they are so stressed, and they had nothing to do with this, because I was watching another panel, and the guy's actually not an investigator. He's part of the FBI, I do believe. And anyways, he was actually talking. He said, looking at the way their body language and stuff, they had nothing to do with any of this. And if they was in front of him doing this, like he's paid attention to them, they would have just been released as suspects. So, I mean, there is a, you know, an ex sheriff, FBI. I don't remember what exactly, but he's highly up there, guys. That actually said they had nothing to do with it. So, I believe that because they go to school for body language, you know. So,
yeah, it's just fucking weird. It's a weird ass case.
But it's weird. It's weird. I mean,
all these kids are missing. It's just fucking unbelievable,
missing, guys. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I actually messaged sorry, Dad Burn was actually I actually messaged somebody. Who did I message? What was his name? The guy I've been doing videos about a lot of people.
Why can't I remember his dang name?
Yeah, well, maybe that's a good thing.
Oh, something reality.
Yes, yes, something reality is his name, guys.
Reality.
So I actually messaged him. It's Harsh Reality.
Yeah.
I actually messaged him.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets back with me, guys, because I really would like to speak with that guy.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I mean, you know, and Dad Burn, I'm trying to get Dad Burn on here too.
Dad
so I mean,
Burn.
oh yeah. So
no, I see that dude's channel all the time pop up.
Oh, I love Johnny Goblin.
Yeah, you go. I mean, you know, I made my videos of him, and I just turned, you know, he's good to me. I don't have no harsh feelings against him. So,
oh yeah.
But I mean, guys, look, all these kids missing. I've said it before, guys. These people go. There's a YouTuber that actually I'm going to do a video of. It's about a girl who I told you the story last night, but I kind of told it wrong. It's about a girl who goes out. She's actually a doctor. She makes a YouTube video, a YouTube channel. It gets successful. She talks to her camera just like every YouTuber, every movie star, whoever you want to be. But she starts answering questions that's not there. So everybody thinks she's crazy and everything. So towards the end of the video, she comes up missing out of the blue. Okay. They find her face down into an icy pond. Don't know how she ended up there. The cameras didn't even show her leaving the place. Nothing. So, but she ends up face down in this icy pond. And then further and foremost, she has no bruises, no bumps. Autopsy, they don't even know what happened. So there's weird stuff happening all over the world, guys.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's like everybody's snapped because of what's going on in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
like the economy, like collapsing, and it's like everybody's gone crazy.
What does this say? Big Sis. Big Sis says Boozy admits to paying a fully supported underage oral. Okay. And his son, so some other Creek Squad fully supported the Kylie is not real saga. Dad Burn, disrespect, my Miss Patty terribly, etc. Dad Burn, disrespect. Yes, he did at one time, but
that's
Patty's done
moved
moved past
months.
that, guys. Patty's done moved past that. Creek Squad's done moved past that. So, you know, it's kind of like this thing that goes on. Whenever the person that you're going after forgives you, then we shouldn't be on it no more. Plain and simple. Yep. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. So, anyways, but I get you, Big Sis. I totally get what you're saying here.
Yeah.
Good night, Barbie. Good night, Barbie. Yes. Hillbilly, see different sides. Surprise me all the time. So yeah, back to the subject. So we have Michael Vaughn, who's missing for a year and a half. What is that? 468 days? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Roughly. So 468 days. In the meantime, what these people that lived in this house was going on short vacations.
Yeah, like what?
And recording it, guys.
Like
recording their recording their vacations.
Did anybody like ask like where they were going? If like maybe he was with them and they were posing him as their kid?
I don't know. You see, but now we have another person that walked by the camera that they don't know who this is because they suspect that there's somebody else, and they're trying to actually get that out of people is what they're trying to do. But they expect there's somebody else that may have actually got Michael and brought him to that home.
What if that little girl lured him there?
Well, they have a suspicion of a guy that was walking by the building. So they have a suspicion of the guy walking by a building, and they're still looking at him as a suspect. So that's not out of the question, but they do think there is actually a third person involved in this situation with Michael Vaughn. So, but you've seen the little girl run there, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Who goes to say that like you said, Michael Vaughn and the little girl didn't know each other? The little girl ran up like she knew the guy's name in first place. You know what I'm saying? So what goes to say that didn't happen, and then they just let him inside the house and kept him inside the house? Wouldn't that be something, guys? I mean, it happens all the time. There's a story about a little girl and her older sister who was actually in a home. The father and mother chained them up. The older daughter got out of the window, flagged down cops. The cop thought she was on all kinds of drugs, guys. She was so out there, she didn't know what drugs was.
She didn't know who she was.
She didn't know who she was. She had a hat on. The cop was like, take off your hat, watch your social. And she goes, what is the social?
Yep.
I mean, there's stories like this all over the world.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. I used to like fuck with like hip hop music and do like shit, like hip hop shows and shit. And there was a sound man that actually like worked at a bunch of venues. He would always get hired, and I would always see him at places.
Right.
He locked his 16-year-old daughter in a fucking dog kennel. And kept her in a fucking dog kennel, bro, for like.
Guys, look, there's all kinds of movies. I used to give my wife a hard time, guys, because she watched Lifetime all the time. And I was like, do you live a secret life? Like, because all you do is you're watching Lifetime. And I'm sitting around here studying things about what's happening on Lifetime. So
dude, all I watch is like Snapped and things like that. Like, that's all I watch.
Right.
Guilty.
So, I mean, there's weird things. There's weird things, guys. And it happens all the time.
This dude was totally normal too. Like,
yeah.
I felt was totally normal.
Wow,
like,
the dude,
conversation with you, and you're like, okay, you're cool. And then all of a sudden, my boy's like, yo, this dude just got locked up. Isn't that the sound man that works at this, and this place? I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
And then I look, yep, 16-year-old daughter. He locked her in a fucking dog kennel for months, bro.
One of my residents that I took care of for 10 years came to us because his parents locked him in a dog cage for 10 years before they found him. So, like, after that, like, obviously I can't tell you names or anything, but, like, he's been obsessed since then. He's 46 years old now, and he's obsessed with keys, and you will literally get beat up if you try and take his keys from him, because that's his only way to get out.
Yeah, it's, guys.
It's so sad.
And this woman is trying to play that like she is not all there.
She's all there.
Lesser sentence too. I'm actually going to look into her background. I don't know what actually she did for work, but the judge asked her, do you get paid? The judge asked her, do you get paid more than $500?
Yeah.
And she didn't answer it. And then, she didn't answer it. And then all of a sudden it was for her to be arraigned an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
But she said she did at first get paid more than $500. So, guys, and then she has weapon charges.
Yeah, but she also said she would defend herself, and then all of a sudden changed her mind.
Yeah,
I think this woman is like.
I think. Well, this is what my belief is, guys. My belief is this: I'm not even put myself in that position. She should have probably just offended herself, because it's not going to make any difference, guys. It's not going to. There's not an appointed attorney out there. It's going to be like, yeah, send her home. And if she does get home, it's going to be what, $100,000. It's $500,000, but I think she can get out for 100,000. I think unless
wait, no, it's what 10%.
Yeah, 10% of whatever.
Yeah. I'm not good at math, guys.
Yeah,
so.
me neither. So,
but so roughly, let's just say if she pays $100,000, let's just go with that, $100,000. Then she can get out, but she has to go home with a GPS system on her, and she cannot leave that state. And basically, she's a prisoner in her own home at that point. So, my thing to that is, look, they did that for a reason. On top of that, because now they're looking at somebody who, well, doesn't have the money. She's not a flight risk. I see what I'm saying. She's not getting out, guys. She's not getting out. There's no possible way. And if I think she had the $100,000, she probably still couldn't get out of there.
Right.
I look for this to come on their heads hard and then not see the light of day forever.
And there's no way they're both getting out.
No, I hope it does. One of them's been in jail since May, I do believe.
Yeah, May.
Really?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He's been in since May.
Jesus.
So I mean, you have the TikTok videos of her, guys. Not only doing that
took me out. I was like, what?
Guys, I got cold chills when I was doing it. I had my window open, and I even shut my window. Like I got kind of like paranoid, like not paranoid, but what's that called when you watch something you get freaked out? I don't know, scared, I guess.
Yeah.
But I shut my window and closed my curtains, guys.
Like there's a fucking. I almost saged my whole house. I thought there was a demon in here.
I even brought my piece over here by me, and I'm just like, guys, look, I'm home alone and I'm armed. You know what I'm saying? So
like my sage is literally right here on my kitchen table. I ain't fucking around.
I'm just like thinking to myself, like, dang, it's crazy that this world revolves around killers, guys.
Like I've been an active drug addict and never thought about hurting a child.
Right. I mean, you guys look at Charles Manson, for instance, guys.
Yes.
He actually he was in California. He brainwashed people, them thinking he was Jesus Christ himself or a savior for them. And they believed it. It was mostly all women. Not saying that women isn't strong-minded, because they're very strong-minded. Believe me, and if my wife hears me, I'm sorry, because I'd probably be smacked in the face. Yep. Not really, but you know. Anyways,
but, hey, yes. Those women knew exactly what the fuck they were doing.
Oh, they
absolutely.
Knew. They knew. I mean, he fed them what they needed, what they wanted, so they did whatever he said. And look at the following. Look at the following he had.
Those women
until he died. Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't even give a fuck. Those women had no remorse for what the fuck they did.
No, they didn't.
Did you know that he was sending people like spiders of his hair that he would make?
Yeah. I mean, it was weird what he was doing, guys. He would literally put drugs where it didn't belong, to make things different for him, and he would experiment with things and stuff like that, guys. I mean, it was sick. It was sick what this guy actually did. And as far as Jeffrey Dahmer goes, Jeffrey Dahmer, I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix.
I can't.
I absolutely loved it, guys. I loved it.
I just can't though. Like,
I mean, I was like sitting back, like I had no idea this dude was this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I mean, and so I got glued to it. I watched it. And I absolutely loved it. But afterwards, I was like, fuck, I don't want to know no more. Like, I don't want to know no more.
I already knew enough. Like, I grew up here, like, during that time.
Oh, really?
So, like, yeah. So, like, I already knew enough. Being in Minnesota, I was like, damn, that's only, like, a couple hours that way.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. Why are all the serial killers from fucking Milwaukee?
That in California.
No, I mean it's Milwaukee and Florida and Indiana, I would say, are probably your serial killer capital.
Did anybody see Darrell Brooks literally eye rolling the freaking victims today?
Jesus. Is he the rapper?
No, Darrell Brooks is the rapper, whatever he was that hit all the fucking people. Yeah.
I mean, guys, yes, I did kind of, but I've started following that, and I seen another YouTuber actually doing a video on that, so I watched it a little bit, and it just totally just lost my interest. Like, I was just done with it. I mean,
I couldn't believe the eye rolls to the victims' families' statements.
Right.
Like, you killed everyone.
It's crazy.
Even 8-year-olds.
I lived in Colorado at the time of Columbine.
Oh,
Yeah.
And the movie shooter in Aurora, Colorado on top of that.
Yeah.
So,
Whatever happened with him?
I think he's still in pen. I think he either ended
He's
himself.
he's still there. He's still there.
Oh.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's in state pen. Up there's the big maximum prison in Colorado.
Yeah.
The air
They made
tight
sure he stayed
security
hidden,
or
didn't they?
whatever.
Yeah. He's
So
still
yeah,
there.
there's a lot of stuff, guys. And you know, these people that come forward and talks about how they got touched by aliens or something, guys, who goes to say that something didn't happen to these people?
Right.
Hey,
I mean, because
I'll be-
look at the people who vanishes and we don't even know where they went to. Look at the Bermuda Triangle, guys.
yeah, look at state parks by
Look at
itself.
state
The
parks.
people that just go disappearing fucking every year.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
It's crazy, guys.
It's a
That's the reason
shame.
why. That's the reason why if you ever go anywhere, have a GPS, have a phone on you, and that doesn't even stop the things that's happening today.
Where do you go when you're in a coma?
Yeah, to the hospital. I mean,
No, I mean, like, when you're in a coma, like, where do you go? Do you go?
Well,
okay. So you're talking about kind of like an afterlife type.
yeah, like lucidly.
ordeal.
Like,
Hey,
where
right.
do you go?
Can we have a real conversation about like that right now? About,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why does everyone take their shoes off when they go missing in a state park?
I know somebody we can ask.
I know
I'm
where
sorry.
that's going. Scuba Sam. No. No, Scuba Sam. Not say no names about that one.
No way.
That was a good one.
Okay,
got
I'm done.
me.
That was it. That was it.
Oh,
Anyways,
God damn, I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Holy shit. Thank you so much.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
God, that was fucked up.
That was funny, but
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Power State says, "Oh God, yeah, that was a close one."
No, but I'm serious. Like all the cases that people are missing in state parks, they take off their shoes.
Yeah,
Why?
well, we wouldn't know about
Why?
Brian Laundrie because apparently he was just teeth and jaw.
yeah. I mean, but
Well,
no,
no.
being all real about it. Yes, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
only thing for that would be they feel comfortable. Maybe. I
Maybe
don't-
they wanted to be
Are you
grounded.
Are you talking about like what when they come up missing? Why they take off their shoes?
Yeah, because like they'll find their shoes and they'll find like other
Maybe-
shit, and then
Maybe they was
they'll,
wet.
like
maybe.
find their body. Like
Like,
no,
long
the
ways
shoes
away?
aren't even.
Oh, okay, I get you.
They-
So I don't have a reason for that, bro. It's like Suicide Forest. I mean, they did that in Suicide Forest all over.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But why? No, but it's always like, oh yeah, like their shoes were found like just hanging on a fence post,
Uh-huh.
or like hanging somewhere else, and then the person just dead.
Yeah.
700
Yeah.
meters off from where their shoes
Yeah.
are. Like, what? Why would you take off your shoes? I get like hypothermia, and some people can't think properly.
Right.
But some of these people are like seasoned fucking people that are people that go out in the woods.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean,
why would you take off your shoes and get rid of your clothing, or like
see, that's what comes down to the unknown, guys. I mean, we could speculate on it all you want, and that's what I've been saying the last 2 lives. You have people that goes hunting, who goes out to parks, who does everything they need to do, and they still don't make it home. Where do they go? No one can find
where
them.
do they go? That
I mean,
I'm telling you, bro, because like if I was out in the woods, nah, there ain't no way that I'm not having a GPS on me, or actual like like the Garmin beacons, so
Right.
like people could actually find you. So that would be on me if I was gonna go out and pull bow. So like I don't know how people come up missing like that. That's just fucking weird to me.
it's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. And there's a name for it, and I think Barbie, the missing 411, I think is what she said.
Oh yeah.
There's a name for that. Yeah. So I mean, You know, I've read stuff about people with families go out to the wilderness, go out to parks, and they just never show up again. They have GPS and their GPS is shut off. Why you shut your GPS off?
Well, that too, and it's like some of these people are like war vets that like actually know how to survive outside.
That actually have survived, you know. I mean, speaking of war vets, guys, I seen a war vet the other day on Naked and Afraid.
Yep.
And he gets on there and he says that he had a bounty in Iraq on his head. Why are you going to get on national TV and say you had a bounty in Iraq on your head and you're here talking about it? Like, we don't have people that flies jets into buildings.
He's trying to just.
I mean, I'm like, dude, you just totally just kind of screwed yourself on that point. Like, so yeah, I mean, and guys, look. We have people that does not care about people. That's what we're talking about here. And as far as like the missing goes, I have no idea where they go to. They're gone. Their shoes are off. Their GPS is shut off. Why are you going to shut off your GPS? Well, it died. Who goes to say it didn't die or it did die?
Yeah.
But why is his shirt over there and his shoes are over here? And did he go different places and take off each piece of clothing?
Take off items, or like kids that like come up missing and then they end up way on top of a mountain. Like, how the hell would a kid even get like way the hell up there?
Yeah.
Right. And isn't it, even if it's dead, like they can still ping where it last pinged?
Yeah.
A GPS or a cell phone. I think iPhones are the best for that. I do believe. Yeah, I could be wrong on that.
They're probably your best bet. Hi, Jamie.
Hello, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hello,
but yeah, Star. No, like I feel like yeah, it's weird that kids come up missing, and a lot, like, it's crazy if you look into like actual parks.
Dude, it's crazy. It's like the woman in California. I don't remember exactly what hotel it was she was at. She went to California. She stayed at a hotel. She got
it the girl from the elevator?
Yes.
Okay.
She got in the elevators. She started acting like someone was around the corners. They said that she had a mental disability.
Yep.
But somehow she ended up on top of the roof in one of the water things, guys. And the lid weighed 300 pounds by itself. She weighed 100 pounds soaking wet. So somehow she got past the cameras going up the stairs into this building. Cameras never seen her, and ends up inside of this water tank. With somehow opening the lid by herself that weighs 300 pounds. No. Nothing was done about it.
Her name was Elisa Lim. And basically, people thought that she was tripping the fuck out. But a lot of people thought that also that she had worked, I guess, in a class in Canada for and people can look this up too, actually, if you actually like look up her name, for actual like projectile or camouflage functions. So like she worked as like a designer for something, and I think she had something in a class that worked for like actual like see-through camouflage. And people think that when she was at that hotel, someone was there with the see-through camouflage, so she freaked the fuck out and she ended up in the fucking container. So if you actually look up her name and like look up what she was working on before she passed, before even all the vacation and shit,
so are you speculating that, or did it say something about somebody may have actually know where she was at and got a location? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I mean, guys, look, a lot of things happen, and like I mentioned the other day about putting cameras up on top of cities and stuff, on top of our light poles. But I'm not gonna speak on this. I'm just gonna say one thing. There's people that run certain things, and I'm cutting it at that. So we'll just go black on that one. That's the reason why they do not. I was actually talking to somebody about that, and that's the reason why they do not. So, and he actually works for the police station. So, yeah, that's a proven fact. The reason why they don't do that. But
yes, yeah. So if you look into it, what she was actually working on, if I actually clarify right, is basically the same technology that our military would use on reflective camo.
Right.
A actual body fit with reflective camo, so you couldn't see somebody physically if they were right next to you. So, yeah, it's weird.
Wow.
That's
crazy. That's crazy. Have you guys seen the videos of the cameras that the people actually are shining stuff through cameras and making projections of off of stuff and everything? Is that what you're talking about?
It's basically like the same thing.
I see your face, so let's just stop talking about that.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable talking about
I know
that
what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but let's let's stop talking about that.
Let's stop talking about that. Let's move on.
I know what you're talking about. I know too much about that, bro.
Yep.
So, but anyways, I'm done talking about that. Yes. So she ended up there somehow. I don't know how, but it happened. It's just like the guy in Hawaii that actually stabbed the woman 60 times and they didn't know. And then just 2 years, not even a year ago, they actually found her killer finally. And he lived right down the road the whole time, guys. So yeah, it's crazy. It is 100% crazy when it comes down to that. So guys, there's weird stuff that happens all over the place. So
be safe.
We got to be safe, guys. We got to be safe. We have to be safe, guys. I mean, and
stay in the house.
And I mean, the one with the woman at the hotel, that was a little weird to me. Whenever I was reading about that, I actually stopped reading about that because that seemed like she ended up there somehow, but we don't know how. So, and that's like a Suicide Forest. Let's move on to Suicide Forest.
I'm just saying, you could pull up the footage of her and the way she acts.
I know what you're talking about, bro.
That is not normal behavior for somebody that is not on drugs.
No.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything wrong with them. People don't act like that.
No. Like I said, I know what you're talking about with all that stuff. I'm just stopping. Anyways, Suicide Forest. So Suicide Forest. Suicide Forest is one of those things where, we have people there who goes there to actually just commit suicide, guys. And I spoke on this the other night. Logan Paul actually filmed something there he wasn't supposed to. He got in trouble. As we know, Logan Paul is basically a millionaire. He's a YouTuber. I'm not sure of how many subscribers he has, but he has a lot, over 2 million for real. So what do you guys think about Suicide Forest?
It's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's been around there for how many ever years, and they say that it's like on like a cycle for people.
Yeah.
So basically like men like my age or your age that can't provide for a family anymore, or old people that are a burden to their family. How else could I explain?
I mean, I see what you're saying. Now, I've read a lot about Suicide Forest. A lot of people went to Suicide Forest because they found it beautiful.
Oh yeah,
that's what a lot of times people commit suicide of, like San Francisco Bridge, for instance. Colorado, for instance, Red Rocks in Colorado, for instance. I used to live literally 10 minutes from Red Rocks up on Lookout Mountain. So we have that. We have Suicide Forest. I said Red Rocks. We have all those places, guys, that people go to and commit suicide because they say it is beautiful.
Yeah.
So what runs through somebody's head? What I'm going to say this first is, if anybody has suicidal thoughts, go get help. Absolutely. Don't end your life because you can't cope with what your mind is thinking or doing or racing. I have racing thoughts all the time. I have ADHD, guys.
Oh yeah.
And I literally put my ADHD to use positively. I usually change negative vibes into positive vibes. and I've been well blessed doing that. So
I've
if
been
you
well
have
blessed to still be alive.
right, if you have a problem, always turn that negative energy into positive energy and feed off that positive energy, guys. I had a person who was very negative in a restaurant. Every time they walked in the restaurant, my mood would change. And I would literally not even want to be there no more, guys. I got to the point where when he walked in, I would just feed off his energy and turn it into positive energy. And I think that's what a lot of people finds whenever like Suicide Forest is energy. They say they find peace there in Suicide Forest. That's the reason why they go there. They string yarn.
They leave offerings.
But then again, we go on and we have movies made after these stuff that's happening, guys. Yeah. And I don't agree totally about the movies that's made after these stuff, because to me, it's like Charles Manson having all the fan mail coming in. He's a serial killer. He shouldn't have fan mail. And the people that's sending him in the fan mail should probably have their heads checked on top of that, because they're sending a killer fan mail. You see what I'm saying?
Good thing he's dead.
So, I mean, yes. And he was very weird in his talking to people. No one could figure his brain out, guys. Nobody can figure his brain out. Mm-mm. So anyways, Suicide Forest is crazy, guys. People's making movies after it. They haven't made one in a while.
What was the last one that was made? Like Jennifer or like something like that? I think
so. Up on Suicide Forest or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a girl that got lost, like her twin sister inside the Suicide Forest, and then they went and looked for each other. I think it was on Netflix. I think
we have James backstage. We're gonna bring him on.
Oh, here we go.
What is up, buddy?
Hey, man, I didn't know you were from Oklahoma, dude.
I am from Oklahoma, actually. Yes, I am.
Are you? So I'm like an hour and a half north of OKC.
I'm south of OKC.
So you're probably over like in Pauls Valley or Blanchard.
Over by Moore.
Over by Moore?
Uh-huh. Yeah, over by Moore. Yeah.
Man, I used to come up there to KLMA and do my voice impressions on the radio all the time back in the 90s.
I seen your channel. I watched a video on his channel. Voice impressions is what he does, and they're actually pretty good, guys. So go check out. What is your channel?
I think it's just Big Ass White Boy.
I think it was Big Ass White Boy. Yeah.
Man, check this out. I'm doing this all from my phone, right? I've been trying to move my mom the last few days, and
good.
And, you got to take care of your parents, and
100.
And I'm sitting here like, man, it's like I'm doing this all from my phone, and I'm just trying to get my name out there. I've done a lot of commercials for businesses, man. You do 40 some voices. When you do 40 voices, it's crazy. Like Jim O'Cyclebabble, I told him, I said, I guess he doesn't mind a parody. And I put a few up and no one really said much, because I said, when you do his voice, it sounds like Christopher Walken doing Nicolas Cage,
Okay.
It's kind of like, you got to have the IQ of a toddler.
That's almost right. So what are you doing? Like putting two voices together?
I'm just trying to figure this YouTube stuff out, bro, because
good.
I do a lot of stand up, and I walk up to strangers everywhere I go and just start. I'm like, man, I'm the white Bernie Mac, and they're like, what? And I said, I'm the white Bernie Mac. Hey, let me tell you something right now. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you about my sister Keys. My sister Keys is crazy. That's what I'm talking about. So crazy, some of them is. I ain't scared of you. I'm telling you right now. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
But no, man.
I'm trying to find your channel here. Where's Shorts at? Library. Let's go to library. I do believe it is Crazy Ass White Boy. I do believe.
Yeah, I had my name on there, and then I was like, that's probably not. But I don't care. It's like,
yeah.
I've had people, one dude, he goes, how come you're not as funny as Kevin Hart? And I said, because, man, I'm taller than Kevin. I ain't on his level. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I do believe it is crazy ass white boy. Yeah. So,
I mean, I always like it when I like going through drive-thrus and doing Christopher Walken.
Right.
It's a cool 65 degrees. Look, we got ourselves a super chat.
Yeah, the super chat thing. So you've been on PBR's. Have you been on PBR's panel?
Yeah, I've been on there twice, and I did a little talking, but I didn't. It's the first time I really spoke to him, and other on Facebook, and I was just telling him, hey, man, I got a lot of friends in the music industry. I said, I got people that live like 15 minutes from me. Buddy of mine, he's more my brother's friend, but he's the drummer for Ricochet.
Okay.
And I said, I know a lot about, the kind of music that you like. And I told him, I said, a lot of people don't realize that Levon Helm, the character actor, before he was a character actor, he was in the band. That's the name, band. The Last Waltz, they made a documentary on it. And I'm telling you, man, people, it's like, oh, I know my music. No, you might listen to it, but go and find out about the person, because, man, there's more to it. Then you understand and you can feel the music,
Right.
It's like, I grew up in church, man, and this world's going to hell in a handbasket. And I tell people all the time, I said, you know what? If everybody on YouTube would just get together and help people as much as they try to just tear them down and just go at each other, it's like, man, everybody on YouTube with YouTube channels would have over 100,000 subscribers, and everybody would have food on the table,
Yeah,
I know there's people out there that actually do it for that.
Oh yeah, no, you if you can make it, if you look, what a lot of people actually loves about people on YouTube is real. It's the people that comes lying about themselves that people dig up things about, and then they basically ruin their own self because they wasn't truthful, because they was afraid to actually tell somebody the truth, or even tell thousands the truth. You know what I'm saying?
I tell people, when I was on Jim's podcast, I threw my child abuse out there, and I said, you want to know what? I said, Johnny Gobble's talking about, he's got a story, because I seen when he put up. And
oh, no.
Yeah, he was going in. He actually, hopefully he comes back.
Hopefully he comes back.
I didn't kick him. He actually just went out. So yeah.
He went.
They always go right at the juicy part.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Sure.
Phoenix. Yes, Phoenix. Have a good night, bro. I do believe Phoenix is actually in the music business as far as that goes too. So
did anybody ever watch Days of Our Lives?
No.
Man, that's an old one, Scuba.
Yeah,
I still watch it because I have nothing else better to do, and I'm 80 years old. Anyways,
you're bringing those old vibes back.
You are not.
So listen, Victor Kiriakis, who's been on the show since the 80s, he just died today. Jennifer Aniston's dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, guys, it seems like it's like Aaron Carter, guys. Let's talk on Aaron Carter for a minute, guys.
I feel bad. I just feel bad.
Yeah.
Because like I mean I watched like
Give me just a second. Big ass white boy. I don't know what happened either. You was going in and out, and then you was just gone. So yeah. But Aaron Carter, hey, if everybody hasn't went and checked out Big Ass White Boy, that is actually his YouTube name, go check him out.
Oh yeah.
So, but Aaron Carter, guys, he didn't even have very many friends show up to his home. Nothing. So, all right, he's backstage again. Let's put him on.
Yeah, put him up. There he goes.
So
somebody kicked me out. Somebody kicked me out.
I don't think I didn't kick you out. I have the power, and I didn't kick you out of here.
Crazy. I was like, uh-oh.
You was going in and out, and then all of a sudden you was gone. So yeah, I don't know what happened.
You disappeared out of nowhere.
I don't know, man.
No one can touch anything.
As soon as you apply God to your life, or you mention anything about God on any kind of forum, dude, let me tell you something. Satan is the prince of this earth. He could take physical form and walk up to you as Elvis Presley out of the grave if he wanted to.
Sure,
and I'm telling you, man, you know, people, you know, they chase these UFOs, and it's like, you guys know those are demons, right? Those are fallen angels. I mean, they're not from another planet, right? I mean, if you understand, you know.
So hold on. Are you being 100% real right now?
Yes, I'm being 100% real.
Okay. Look, we are open-minded on this. If you want to talk about it, I'm interested in it. So yes, continue.
Yeah, I went to a conference back in the 90s at a church here in town, and it was on UFOs, and it said, have you not, you know, people just don't understand, if every UFO encounter that's happened with a human and been reported, it's either something dynamic or some kind of sexual experiment or whatever. And if you look at the grays, you know, they've got big black eyes, they're gray, they're just the most dynamic, you know, face you could ever see. And, you know, I don't know how to say it. I tell people they're real. UFOs are real.
Yes.
But they're not from another planet. They're from a different dimension. Okay.
Okay.
So, you know, God created, you know, the universe and everything in it with the span of his hand, and that's 9 inches from the span. I mean, just think, you know, my hand from there is about 9 inches. So just think, I mean, how small we are. And, you know, I don't have faith enough to, you know, as I tell people, it's like, look, you know what? I can't swim for crap, so I know I didn't come from no fish. Okay.
Right.
I mean, because if I did, you know, I would have been an Aquaman. I mean, you know, but people, you know, they think that when they go see like a poltergeist or all that stuff, they think, oh, it's, you know, it's safe. And I tell them, I'm like, look, you wouldn't want that to happen to you in real life. Why would you want to go be that scared? If I want to be that scared, I'm going to go knock on my ex's door and be like, hey, honey, you know,
no joke.
Or I'm not going to pay my electric bill for a while. It's like, you know, I've even seen people that chase ghosts. Well, I have some kind of dark entity that followed me home. Well, you're chasing demons. You're not chasing your aunt. You're not chasing your aunt, your loved ones. You're never going to know, man. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. You are never going to know which way they went. There's a lot of people that say that's wrong. I said, look, they will be familiar spirits, but if we're standing, you know, if we're standing wherever we're at, I mean, because a lot of people think, oh, well, I said, well, you know, Jesus isn't going to, when he comes back, he's not actually setting his feet on this planet ever again, right? You do realize that that's why there's a new heaven and a new earth and a new Jerusalem, because it's going to come floating down wherever he's got it. Because people say, well, if he went to build all these, you know, palaces for us, I said, now listen, I said, he did everything he said, but we're not going to be a billion miles away playing harps and wearing angel wings. It just don't work that way.
Right.
Okay. And you read your Bible over and over again, that same scripture, and the more you read it, the more you understand it. Now, sometimes I talk and it's going to seem like I don't know God or even walk with God. I do. The devil's always following me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I got to put myself out there to where it's like, God used the worst of the worst in the Bible. He didn't use the best of the best. He didn't promise any of us prosperity. Doesn't mean money.
Right.
Okay. Prosperity means a long life in the land, to respect your mother and father and love your neighbor. You know.
Let me ask you this. Back to the beginning of your subject. You said
go ahead.
that the UFOs was demons. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so what makes you think the UFOs are demons?
Well,
I mean, I'm interested in this 100%. So I want to hear your input on it, and then I'll let you know.
I'm gonna explain that, and it's probably gonna sound real deep, but after I explain it, you'll know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Satan's the prince of this planet. When God created man, there was an uproar in heaven, and the angels were like, wait a minute, you're putting man before us, because the angels thought they were going to be under God. God created man to put under him. Okay? That's why when Satan said, I will be like the Most High, and when he was cast out of heaven, when him and his, he took 1/3 of it. He took 1/3 of the angels out of heaven with him. You know how many? I mean, I can't fathom what that. So, and when I say he's the prince of the earth, it's like he has the ability to. I mean, this is his planet. He casts diseases, hurricanes. And one of the biggest things in the end times, whether you believe it or not, is going to be this false, feeling of security. Is I mean, these demons, they just take over people. I mean, it's just
I mean, now let me ask you a question here. What do you believe in? Do you believe in ghosts? Let me ask you that.
Well, I believe in familiar spirits. I don't believe in ghosts. Like I said, Satan knows everything about everybody on this planet the same as God does in his son Jesus, okay?
Okay.
And
so basically you're saying that you do not really believe in ghosts, but you believe in spirits that's reincarnated? Is that something that's reincarnated? How do you feel about that?
No, I believe in the demons, and I believe that Satan has just clutched people's imagination to where, I mean, Hollywood is nothing but a satanic. I mean, that's all they pump out is horror movies, and there's nothing ever hardly positive. And then when there is, they go in there and they want to destroy it, like, oh, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you can take, and Hollywood would not touch a religious, any kind of, until Mel Gibson came along. It was a tough sell. Okay, Seth MacFarlane is probably one of the biggest atheists there is out there, and this guy, he's the voice behind the Family Guy series, and he used to work for Hanna-Barbera. And I heard him talk one night on a talk show with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I'm sitting here thinking, the reason that I have a hard time believing anything that the smartest man, a nuclear physicist, whatever Neil deGrasse Tyson is, all those guys, Stephen Hawking, none of those guys believe in God. None of them. Right. And I'm like, okay, I got to take a step back. They believe in everything else.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, Governor.
No.
Not me, trumpet.
Man, what was that?
Oh, there we go. I don't know. I got up to actually adjust my seat because my seat has a leak in it, guys. I got a new one. So the canister or whatever, the thing that holds me up has a leak in it or whatever. Yeah. So I only could sit up for so long. Now I'm like, bye, guys.
He's just sinking.
But no,
he's
back
really
to your story,
only 5'3".
I'm actually 6 foot, so yes, I'm a big guy. I'm 6 foot and I'm about 280, so I'm a big guy.
I got you beat, man. I'm 6'5" and I weigh 327.
Wow, I'm 6'1", I weigh 280, and I wear a size 13 shoe. So I'm a pretty big boy. So,
but no, now I'm not really afraid of the dark too much. Like the guy in the Green Mile. Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit there and be like, say, boss, you leave the lights on, I get a little scared at night. Mr. Jingle's going to muscle. He going to be a circus mouse boss. They kill him with their love, boss, every day.
But yeah, demons, sorry about that. That's my
I got one for you. I got one for you. So can you do the guy, Billy Bob Thornton, I damn near split his head in two. Can you do him? You know what I'm talking about? On
the guy that talks, does he talk like this? Yeah, you got any nanners? You got any nanners?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was making some noise. I didn't care for it too much. I split his head like a cantaloupe.
I love that movie. That's my favorite movie, guys.
I don't practice my impressions. I don't practice my impressions. That's the problem. I mean, if I practice them every day, I'd be like Jay Farrow. But I've got 4 or 5 that I try to keep relevant.
Right.
I won the Elvis contest in 1996 at the Bricktown Brewery. And after I did that, I beat up 22 Elvis impersonators, and my 10-year-old kid got second place, and I gave him my prize. Once I did that, I was just like, wow. So then I just let it go for a long time. I moved to Memphis for about a year, and then I moved back in 95, and I just kind of got back into it, and I figured I'd give it one more go because there's a lot of people out there that are funny, but I can make fun of myself. I mean, I was an abused child. My stepdad beat me so bad that every time I see a piece of 1982 yellow linoleum floor, I jump in a ditch, whether I'm at Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm like, get down, shut up. I'm like, man, I'm just telling you. I know that's a little dark, but let me tell you something.
Oh boy.
It sucked, man, because I went to court. I didn't testify against him. He was my dad, but I was in the 6th grade, and why he picked me he never did anything to my brother or my sister, and my brother was his biological son.
Yeah.
So for years, man, it just I sat around like a dog waiting for the scraps, and even 2 years before he died, I told him, I said, he goes, I don't deserve your forgiveness. And he goes, I haven't really done nothing for, and I said, you know what? It ain't even about the money. I said, if it hadn't have been for you, I said, I'd be scared of my own shadow. But I said, so I understand when women and kids, talk about, domestic family violence, regardless of what it is, it's not right.
Right.
And I'm a fixer, man, and I talk too much because if you research children that have been abused, I got 5 people in my life right now. That's all I need.
Wow.
Okay?
Right.
And I'm not perfect, but I'm just looking for something or somebody to go, hey, this guy makes kind of some sense. He's funny too. Let's give him a little push or something. And I mean, hell, I draw and paint just like Johnny Gobble, but that whole situation, I'm still confused about. Now he's like the Bob Ross of the Upchurch channel. I mean, is he going to come out and do a Bob Ross and be like, hi, this isn't slander. This is just we're going to call that a happy little slander mistake. I mean, so,
Later, Power Stroke. Thanks for stopping in, bro. I really appreciate it.
Like I said, man, I've been following all this stuff, and I'm just trying to put my 2 cents in. I mean, no psychobabble. For the longest time, I thought it was Ryan Upchurch's dad. I'm serious, man. I sit there and I was like, wait a minute, what's this? This dude's like just coming, and that was when all that Johnny Gobble stuff happened, and I was like, this guy come out and I'm like, all right, maybe I just see things other people don't.
Right.
I mean, I should be having surgery right now up there in OKC. I got bone spurs on my left heel, brother, as big as golf balls, and I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. I've been putting it off because that's an 8-week recovery, and I just right now with everything, it's probably going to be after the first of the year before I do anything. If maybe, I don't know. It depends on how much pain I'm in. But yeah, the demon stuff, man, I think it just depends on if you believe in God and Satan, and and honestly, to even understand what I'm talking about, if you don't have that mentality, it's like, well, it doesn't matter how I explain it, everybody has their own opinions. But
well, let me share a little story with you guys. So I was actually this is what I do for a living, guys. Okay, so this is what I do. This is how I earn my living. Is I do YouTube videos, guys. So now that we got that out of the way, now we know that I sit in front of a computer and I look for videos all day to entertain you guys. Correct? I guess if you want to call it entertain, I guess. But I mean, that's just the truth. So today I was looking at some ghost footage, and I'm not too fond on ghost footage, guys. But I seen this one ghost footage that stuck out to me. It's only about 3 days old. A mom lost her son. He was actually 19. Had lost him for about 7 years. And at their kitchen sink, there's a full body apparition of her son standing there. Like you can see his hair, his shoulders, the shirt, everything to the T. So she snaps a picture of it because it triggers her camera. That's how put together this thing was, this apparition that run by her camera. So it triggered her camera, her motion sensor on her camera. That's how she knew something was wrong. That's what made her look at her camera footage. And come to find out, it was actually her son. She took it to people to look at, and they 100% said that they drew it out, the outlining, they drew it out and everything, and it was 100% her son that was standing there. Now, whether someone believes that or not, I don't know, but I do believe in that stuff. I have seen stuff myself that is out there, so I've actually thought about doing videos on that and live streams about this stuff, so maybe that's something else we can get into. But right now, I kind of want to focus back on Suicide Forest.
Yeah,
guys, let me say something. Suicide Forest is a part of me that kind of just wants him to go and just cut the forest down, guys.
Burn it. I mean,
seriously,
it's a big ass forest.
It's huge.
You take one side, you take one side, I take one side, and we'll find somebody else.
I mean,
yeah, no, I don't even want to go in there because most people, even if they go in it, half the time they don't make it the fuck back out.
Yeah,
even if they are doing shit.
Go home.
They say something takes over them whenever they walk in there that makes them want to kill themselves. They say there's actually voices in this forest that takes your brain over and basically.
What do they say? It's the old people's ghosts that track you.
Hey, man, not to interrupt, but listen, can I hit you up tomorrow night?
Sure, yeah, for sure.
Or you got an email?
I do not yet. I have Instagram, though. Do you have Instagram?
Man, I don't have Instagram. I barely got Facebook, but you can type in my name right here. And just send me a Facebook request.
Okay, so is it Crazy White? Is it the Crazy White Boy or whatever?
No. You want me to? It's my name.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I don't think someone could see your name.
I don't care. Here, you got a pen? Just write it down.
Yeah. Give me a second. Let me move my mic for a second.
You know, when I was talking about my child abuse, I'm not a victim. I mean, maybe back then I was, but I mean, you deal with that stuff forever. You know.
You do. Yes. Go
ahead. I had a stepdad that used to abuse me too. So yeah, it stays with you forever.
It's you know, JAM. Wait a minute. That's my name. Look at my Facebook profile. Hang on one second.
No problem.
Man, I had COVID-19 last August, and I almost died. My kidneys shut down. They were at a 40. I was at home for 2 weeks. I didn't know what I had because I don't like going to the. I mean, well, the ambulance finally came and got me because I fell backwards. And man, I tell you what, I was in there for a week, and yeah.
Crazy.
So
That's
I'm just trying to, you know, get my name out there to where, you know.
Right.
Okay, it's JAMEZ.
JAMEZ.
MARQUARDT. And you'll know it's me because it'll have my picture. It'll say voiceover artist, all that good jazz.
Okay.
And probably something that Well, I mean, it's still on there, but that was back in 2006 when I worked there. But I just worked with kids. I worked at the police department, but I worked inside across from the polygraph room, and I worked in what they call CIC. It's Community Intervention Center. So if a runaway comes in, yeah. But anyway.
So yeah, I did write it down. It's right here on my booklet.
Appreciate it.
No problem. I will hit you up tomorrow on Facebook for sure, bud. You're welcome anytime.
All right, man. You guys have a good evening, okay?
All right. Have a good one, buddy. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right, guys. So let's go on. I'm going to stay on here probably for another 30 minutes. So we'll be at the 2-hour mark then. I wasn't even expecting. Guys, I come in here and I start talking to you guys and I get lost in time. So sorry. Anyways, back to Suicide Forest. Shay Darker, what was you going to say?
He wants to go home.
I didn't say anything.
Anyways, okay, so we back to Suicide Forest. So people's stringing lines, everything else in this place, they're committing suicide. There's YouTubers going there and actually staying the night. They say they come out and they're not feeling the same as what they did when they went in. You have cops that actually go in there and they string the same lines because they say that something takes over you, turns your ways around, and they go opposite directions. So yes, there's a bunch of that stuff that happens. So it's crazy with that sort of thing, guys. So now back to Aaron Carter. We started talking about Aaron Carter, guys. So Aaron Carter, what is he, 35?
34.
34 years old.
Same age as me.
But I watched him on like No Jumper interviews.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck happened to this kid?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, they say that he passed away of an overdose, but the autopsy that I don't think they've done the autopsy all the way. But there's nothing that coming back that showing that he actually had anything in his system. It's coming back inconclusive, is what I've heard. So that's crazy, guys. So what did he? You know what I'm saying?
I'm guessing it's fentanyl still. Something stupid.
You know what? Fentanyl. There's a video out there of a cop opening up a backpack. It's full of fentanyl. He takes a whiff of this fentanyl, and he almost dies from just a whiff of this fentanyl that's in this bag.
Yeah.
They save his life with a Narcan. Thankfully, his partner reacted quickly. So yeah, it's very scary. Yep. But I mean, you have people that is going after some of the stuff that actually does hurt people to try it out, guys.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
That is fucking crazy to me.
I mean, it's crazy. Why would you put your life in jeopardy like that? Just to be able to say, I feel good. You see what I'm saying? Why not be high on life, guys? Like,
yeah, I don't know. When I was like young and reckless, I might have fucked around and done some dumb shit and like been like, oh, it's totally fine. But now, like, fuck no. All I do is just drink beer.
Yeah. I mean, guys, I could honestly say I don't do no drugs. I take Excedrin migraine. I've said that before.
Yep.
Other than that, I really don't take anything for anything else. I do take medicine for my ADHD. That's all I take, guys. I don't take no other drugs. I don't take street drugs. I don't take nothing like that. So
I like smoking weed. And that's about it, though.
Yeah, I mean,
that's about as far as like drugs will go.
And there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. You know, especially if you use it for medical purposes, there's nothing wrong with that.
And I chill in my house. I don't leave after I like. Once I get home, and I'm in my like shit. No, I ain't leaving again. So if I drive home from work, I better get all the shit done that I need to do. If I partake in anything as far as drinking beer or smoking some fucking weed or doing whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
I go home and I do this shit in my own fucking area. I don't fucking leave after that shit happens. I don't. Nope.
Yeah.
If I need things after that, I'm ordering it. It doesn't even fucking matter anymore. I ain't leaving the fucking house.
Guys, look, his house was like a $650,000 home. Like, he had a fifth wheel outside that he lived in most of the time anyways. It was really weird. Why would he live in his fifth wheel? instead of his $650,000 home that's right behind him.
Are we talking about Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron Carter. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was, he had that, and he had the motorhome, but his motorhome was okay. So the motorhome is actually up on where do you rent out places for people to stay at? What do they call those?
Oh, an
Airbnb.
RV, like an Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah, it was up
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Airbnb for people to come and stay at.
Uh-huh.
So that's what
Really?
the RV was for, was Airbnb.
Okay.
He was
so
making that hustle on the side.
So that clears that part up.
Yeah.
But I know he stayed in there a lot too.
Yeah, that's where he was like hanging out and recording music and stuff.
Yeah. So he had a phone call the night before he died from somebody. Does anyone know who that phone call was actually from?
No.
Was that from Melanie?
I don't know who it was from, but I think it was from his sister.
Angel?
I think
he has
so.
a
Yes, I
twin
think
sister.
so.
Yeah, right.
So he actually went on to talk to her, and she actually told him he needed to get a real job. She actually poured a lot of stuff into his head that night, and the next day he actually passed. Was it in his bathtub? Is that where it was
Yep.
at?
Mhm.
In his bathtub.
We don't know which bathtub because he has two and then he has a full shower.
Yeah, so he did a walk around of his home. I think it was like 5 or 6 months ago, guys. I just watched it yesterday, and it was actually a very nice home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they say the only ones that was there the day he passed was his mother and a friend. So I started watching a YouTube video about them speaking out about him. And have you guys seen Britney Spears yet?
No, what happened?
Britney Spears is going crazy, guys.
Oh, she been crazy.
Absolutely crazy, dancing around her house in bikinis and talking, acting, and laughing about stuff that's happening. It's like she's lost her mind. And the only reason why I brought her up because another YouTuber actually does videos on Britney Spears, and I seen his YouTube channel, and he tied that in with Aaron Carter, and it made sense. So yes, she has lost her mind. But let me tell you something.
Are you talking about Zach?
Zach.
Are you talking about YouTube or TikToker?
I'm talking about YouTuber.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah. So anyways, he covers a lot of that stuff, guys. And she's gone crazy, guys. She's dancing around her house with dog poop around her. And you're talking about a $3 million home. Guys, the stuff that's happened. But let me tell you something. I was talking to my wife about this, and she has some hardcore fans that love her to death and will die for her. That's it, guys.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's like, and somebody that big is not going to listen to their fan base. They're just going to think they know everything anyways. So it's getting kind of crazy with all this other stuff, with all these artists that's passing away, along with all the kids that's missing, stuff happening in the world that can't even explain. I mean, we got airplanes vanishing out of the thin air and they can't find them. Not even GPS. So it's crazy, guys. But yes, Britney Spears has lost her mind, and hopefully she gets it back, guys, because she actually has what is she, like 43?
Yes.
No, she's older than that.
Is she older than that now?
She's
40.
like 46.
Is she? Okay.
No,
Okay.
she's about the same age as the Backstreet Boys, isn't she?
Nah.
See, I don't
Pretty
know.
sure
Is she younger?
She's like 46.
Is she older? What?
She has
Thank
to be
you,
older.
Jack. I appreciate that.
She has to be older.
Because the Backstreet Boys are 44 and 45.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she might be 46.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyways, like it doesn't matter. I guess she just
Yeah. I mean, the whole point of that whole situation, she's 48-ish, Barb said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the whole point of that situation is Aaron Carter thing happened. She was losing it before. Now she's really losing it, guys. You can see it in her videos. And she's dancing around with dog poop around her. And where's the people that clean her house at? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't judge nobody.
Husband?
Yeah, where's her husband? Isn't her husband?
Yeah.
What is her husband's name?
Sam.
Sam, yeah.
Why can't
Where's
she
he
clean
at?
up dog poop?
So, I mean, it's gotten crazy. He's just like nowhere to be found. Every video you see of her, she's doing these weird things, and it's just out there, guys. It's not like she's got her mind on straight. Hopefully she gets that back on, guys.
Absolutely.
So I mean, and Aaron Carter, back to Aaron Carter, guys. I hopefully, only thing we could do with situations like that is learn from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
That's
he had
all
no
we
will.
really can do. And people with a drug abuse that abuses drugs take one and thinks that doesn't work, so they take another one, so they lose that feeling, so they take another one. Before they know it, they're 11 down. And as far as like opiates go, it relaxes our body, so our heart is a muscle, so it relaxes our heart. Then you go to sleep and you never wake up again. That's what happens. So I mean, it happens all the time. That's the reason why everybody should have a Narcan around.
Facts.
But if you really want to know the truth, the only way you should be able to get opiates is if you are actually dying.
Yeah. I don't
That's the
think
way I look
anyone
at it.
should be able to get opiates at all, personally, unless you should get morphine, probably if you're dying. And that's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Morphine if you're dying. I don't think a backache or a leg ache or maybe out of surgery, a major surgery, maybe get some opioid or something.
did. Yeah, I did with my brain surgery.
Right. But now they say it only takes 4 to get addicted.
Oh,
so, I mean, but I think addiction comes to how strong your mind may be, I guess.
Because people react different to it. Because some people would just take the medication and just move on with their life and then move on with whatever. And then some people would be like, "Holy shit, this is great. I'm gonna
this is phenomenal."
Just keep on going." Yeah,
Right.
So it's that addictive behavior,
right,
is going to lead someone to a different place.
And a lot of times, whenever you go see a doctor, guys, they ask you if you have addictive behavior, and everybody that's in those pain clinics have addictive behaviors.
Oh, 100%.
Whether they want to admit it or not, they have an addictive behavior, and the doctors they're like, "Okay, what do you got wrong with you? Let me see my chart. The MRI said this is hurting right here, so I'm going to give you this right here, and we're just going to call it good."
Yeah.
And then you finish that up, and the next month you're a week short because you take too much. That's how it begins.
Yep.
And that's how it happens. So addiction is something else that could overtake you. And it reminds me, all these people that is actually in suicide force, commit suicide and everything else, most of them struggle with some kind of addiction in their brain. Maybe it's, look at serial killers. Back to that stuff. They get addicted to that feeling. That's what Charles Manson said. That's the reason why he did it and every other person did it, is because he got addicted to that feeling of that adrenaline rush. And it's like, why don't you just jump out of a plane and get the same adrenaline rush, I guess? And then, people's like, no, it's not the same feeling. And it's like, well, I don't really even know that feeling, guys.
I stand up too fast. I get that.
It's like the Howard Stern thing I said today in my video.
Yeah,
he actually had a killer call his show.
Yeah.
And how Howard Stern actually talked to this killer for like 2.5 hours before he found out that the killer was 100% a serial killer.
That's
crazy.
It's crazy. And YouTube is the second largest platform in the world. And there's actually people who have used this platform to lurk on other people.
Oh, yeah.
And they turned into killers, guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. It happens. I've watched videos on it, and I've got some videos I'm going to do reactions to, guys. So, it's crazy, the mindsets of people. It's like, why does these people even get out of the hospitals they may check themselves into? There was another guy who actually went to a hospital. He had a mental problem. They put him on antipsychotic drugs. He went in there. He got better. They let him out. So he got on YouTube and he asked his YouTube community whether he should stop taking his medication.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, everybody said, yes, you should stop taking your medication. So he stopped taking his medication. Him and his mother went on vacation, stayed at a hotel, and he actually pushed her off the 3rd story and to her death because he wasn't on his medication.
God damn.
So there's people that actually uses this platform as their crutch as well, if that makes sense. Their fix, if that makes sense. It is a sick world out there, guys.
God.
That's the reason why you get to know your community. You get to know your people in community. You watch other streams, other lives, see the people in there, how they're talking. That's how you get to know your community, guys. So, yes. Are you out of here?
Nah, I ain't out of here. I was just waving. Hello. Hi, we're nice people.
Yes, very nice people. I mean, Joker 1014, hello, salute to you, bud. Barbie, see you later at Joker. Have a good night, Joker, if you're still in
Joker,
here, bud.
bro.
Hey, Joker.
Yeah, easy, man. Fuck. Have a great night,
And
bro.
Captain Kurt, if you're still in here too, I seen you. I typed something, but I didn't verbally say hello to you.
Oh, hello, Kurt.
Yes, we were having conversations.
Yeah. So,
Deep in thought.
So yes, it's cold here, guys. It's
cold
here.
It's cold here too.
Is
30,
it?
29 degrees where I'm at right now.
I think it was 39 earlier.
I think it's about 37 here. So yeah,
Man,
it's real cold here. Very cold here. I don't know if my next stream I'm actually gonna go later on, like starting it later.
Shit.
I'm not sure about that. I kind of like the 8 o'clock Central Time because it seems to catch a lot of people coming home from work, getting settled down, eating dinner.
Right after dinner. While
Yeah,
they're eating
stuff like
dinner.
that. So I kind of like that time like that. But yes, it has been a very, very good. Power Stroke stopped by 100%.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Rusty Truck stopped by.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah, he was in the chat.
Okay. Oh yeah. I didn't even see him. Hello, Rusty Truck. So guys, PBR was actually supposed to have
Pulled
been
up
here
by now.
by 8 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, he was actually supposed to have been here. Like I told you guys yesterday, I actually
We know
wanted
that
to-
truck don't run.
He could push it with his finger. Anyways, guys,
Oh.
I actually wanted to.
No fucking way.
I went the whole stream, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Oh shit! Hold on, give me a second. I'm not.
I'm crying.
Whoa.
Yeah, look, I went and hit. How many of you guys watched the end of his live last night? Anybody?
I don't watch him at all. I
Nah,
swear.
bro. The only way I watch him is through.
That's
You.
what everybody says
You're right
too,
there.
guys, and everybody's like, oh, "Stop giving him attention." But
You
a lot
or
of you guys,
Isaac.
a lot of you guys watch him through me, so I'm just gonna start doing videos, guys. And I had my mind made up. I was like, if he comes on here, should I let him on? Because I don't want to turn him. I don't want to give him the publicity that he doesn't deserve.
Right.
I've said it before. I do not dislike PBR as a person. I dislike PBR as a content creator. So I'm gonna put that out there. I have no problems with him, and I want nobody actually in my community or any other community in that state to go plaster his comments because it can be easily done, guys.
Yeah.
Jessica, what's up? So he was supposed to have been on here at 8 o'clock. He said yesterday that he was actually going to hit me up. He didn't hit me up all day. Power Stroke No Joke messaged me. I thought about that a lot, about his message. So I was going to either, if he came, I was going to let him on. If he didn't, I wasn't going to either say anything about it no more.
Yep.
But my whole intentions to get him on here was actually, to actually ask him questions from CreekSquad that I've actually heard and ask him my own questions for RedRebel Nation as well. It's not to be a YouTube friend because I don't have no YouTube friends. I have families, which is CreekSquad, RedRebel Nation, and the YouTube community. Anybody who's calling CreekSquad, Crack Squad is not my family. Okay? Plain and simple. We know this. I've stood up one too many times for CreekSquad. So, and I'm not going to stop. That won't stop neither. And, it just goes on to him. Last night, I jumped in his chat. He was actually talking about some other stuff, making fun of my voice and stuff. And guys, I didn't stir away from anything. I actually got to the point to where I wanted to come on his panel, and I asked him, let me on your panel, drop the link. So one of his moderators dropped the link, and then he told me that wouldn't be a good time because he was going to only be on there for 20 more minutes.
Bro, but what the fuck is wrong with your voice though?
Yeah, dude, I know. There's some times that I get high pitched, and I guess everybody makes fun of it on his channel, which, hey, make fun of it. I really don't care. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm a grown man.
I'll tell you, you have a great voice. I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about though.
I don't know. So he was making fun of it the whole time, and I was just asking him. I just like, look, dude, how old are you? When you grow up, let me know. That's what I said to him. And before I left the chat, and then he answered me at the end of his video and said that he will think about coming on at 8 o'clock, and he never came on at 8 o'clock. So that was my whole point of this stream, that and loving you guys 100%, guys. But yeah, that's what I was wanting to do, is actually have him come on here so I could actually sum it up for CreekSquad, RedRebel Nation, and other YouTube families. And basically, I wanted to say, look, you're a bully, and you're bullying the people with no power. That's what's happening. And Ryan Upchurch is not going to show you the light of day. He's sitting in his rose room with his missing tooth, holding his cigar. I'm just going to say.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, he's not going to do it, and that's what he's after.
Yeah.
So there we go. I said it, and
I said
weeks
ago, like, it's never gonna happen.
I have no plan to being his friend, and I think there was some misunderstandings last night in a live with another person. I'm gonna leave it at that. So that was really weird, I must say. So I'm not gonna mention no names, but he knows who he is. And you wasn't the same, bro. I don't know what was going on with you, but you just wasn't the same. So we're going to leave it at that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to jump out of here. I'm done tonight. I think I'm going to go take a shower, get ready for bed, maybe play some Modern Warfare. I probably will play Modern Warfare because my daughter's been home. They just got back from vacation. She's been home. I haven't had a chance to actually... I came in here at 8 o'clock, so I don't even know if they're in bed or not. I have no idea. So that's what I'm...
Smack for real.
Yeah, probably. Well, she's okay with it, guys, because she's probably in there watching the live right now. And if she's not, she needs to be a moderator or something. So I need to get her more involved in this stuff. She's a type of wife that wants nothing to do with the merch, nothing. So that's a good wife, guys. Plain and simple. So I mean, any other wife would probably be like, yeah, I would like to have your email address. I would like to, take care of the merchandise, the merch, all this other stuff,
Yep.
But she's really good. She works for Boys and Girls Club, guys.
Awesome.
And she's really good at making nothing into something. So she's good about that. Also, actually, her work is actually having a fundraiser. So I'm gonna get you guys more about that stuff as well, and everything like that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna jump out of here. I'm gonna let everybody go. I'll answer a few more comments, and then I'm gonna jump out of here. Anything you want to say, Scuba Sam?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll probably be on tomorrow. Let's go ahead and shoot for 8 o'clock. Let's shoot for 9 o'clock tomorrow, guys.
Okay.
9 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be on here. Tomorrow's topic is actually going to be more about Ghost. I do believe we're going to focus more about Ghost. We're going to move away from kind of you know how my panels go. They go everywhere, guys. So if I see a channel tomorrow and I see something worth it, I'm going to bring it up, guys. And you guys do the same thing. Everybody do their homework. Come with it, guys. Join the panel. Anyways, Scuba Sam, I'm going to let you go.
All right.
Good night. Bye-bye. All right. Shade Darker.
Yes, sir.
Is that your kitty cat?
Yeah, this is my kitty cat.
That's mine. All right, bro.
All right. Yeah, be easy, man. I appreciate you again.
No problem, bro. Like I said,
bro.
I seen that this morning. You went from 28 to 175, and now you're at like you was at 210 earlier. That's what I want to start doing, guys. So I'm gonna gather like 50 people with me, and we're literally just gonna go into a chat. I'm gonna tell you guys where to go. You guys are gonna look it up. I'm gonna be there in the chat as well. We're going to go to smaller YouTubers. We're going to actually all go there together, blow up the chat, tell them who we are, we're all gonna subscribe to the guy. Whoever's with me comes in the chat, subscribe to him, boost his channel by 50 to 100 subs, and then just leave like a thief in the night. That's what we're gonna start doing, guys.
Yeah, dude,
So I will let you guys know more
appreciate
about that tomorrow as well. That will be fun, guys. I will
Yeah.
actually love that. So, anyways, Shay Darker, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good one, bro. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 Central.
Hey, yeah, I'll be around maybe. I don't know, but I'll
right,
be
bro.
around.
All right, bro.
brother.
We'll see you later. All right, guys. I'm gonna answer a few more questions. What do you guys think about actually going to someone's channel, like 50 deep, 100 deep, something like that, and actually sub someone's channel or give them subs, whatever it may be, guys? That's actually a pretty cool idea. I've really never seen that done before, so that is my idea, and I'm gonna stick to it. So tomorrow will be about Ghost, guys. I will let you guys know more about the sub thing. I'm gonna look for some people. I'm not crying, guys. I promise. I'm gonna look for some people to actually go do that too. Maybe tomorrow we could actually go to a smaller channel and boost their channel by 20, something like that, guys. I don't know yet. I have to make up the way to do it. So that's what I'll do. Anyways, Barbie, love the idea. I knew you would, girl. I knew you would. Joker, I'm down. Jack, sounds fun. Nice you have strong will. Thank you. Yes, but that's what I got planned, guys. I'm actually going to find out more about how to go about doing that. Thank you, Kate Spades. I really appreciate that. So everybody, I'm going to get out of here, guys. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock Central, I will be back on here. We'll do another panel for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Let's see what Shay Darker said. Bro, you helped me. Thank you, Shay Darker. That's what I'm here for. I want to use my community, my subs. I'm not the type of person to actually afraid to share my subs, guys, because my community family I've built is 100% real. CreekSquad, RedRebel Nation, YouTube family, 100% real people, and I've said that from the beginning, and I will never change that, guys. I will stand by you. I will never lead you into a war with not enough troops, guys. I continue to say that as well. All right, guys. I'm gonna choke. Anyways, guys, I promise I wasn't getting soft. Anyways, guys, your boy Deuce is out. But first, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated, guys. Your boy Deuce is out. Thank you, guys. Have a nice night.